Hi guys, so welcome to day 24 of the Lean and Clean Challenge. So I am officially home and I have to work tonight. So I didn't get much sleep again today. I'm really tired, but I thought that maybe I would make something that's like just super, for some people probably comfort food, but just real basic good food. So I looked up, there's this lady named Susan who has a website called Fat-Free Vegan. So obviously not sugar-free. She does do oil-free, sugar-free or salt-free, not necessarily, but fat-free. Or in this case, it's low-fat, but not really fat-free. But anyways, so I'm making a beefless stew. So I need to tell you what the first set of ingredients are that are going in the pot right now that you cook for 20 minutes. So here we go, okay? So the first thing, it calls for 8 small red potatoes cut into 1-inch pieces. I don't have any red potatoes, so I used russets and cut them up. So I just used 2 large russets and cut those up. You need 1 large onion chopped up, and then you also need 2 stalks of celery. Oh, that's carrots. You need 2 carrots chopped up into pieces. There's the onion. You don't show up very well on my camera, do they? And the potato. So that all goes into there. And then you also need 2 stalks of celery chopped up, and you're supposed to have a package of like 8-ounce mushrooms. I don't have mushrooms. So we're gonna do some enoki mushrooms, and there's my celery all nice and chopped up. So you're also supposed to have 8 ounces of regular mushrooms, so keep that in mind. And this thing says, now we're going on to spices. So even better. So all that goes into 8 cups of boiling water, or water that you're going to then boil, okay? So either way, it doesn't matter. So then you want to have 1 teaspoon of thyme. You want to have 2 bay leaves, which I buy my bay leaves at the Indian grocery store because this big huge bag of bay leaves was like 89 cents. So really inexpensive. So anyway, bay leaves, Indian grocery store, good price. So 2 bay leaves, 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of rosemary, and that says leaves, but I actually take mine out and I grind it and then put it back in here, so it's in smaller pieces. I don't like big chunkies of rosemary. So 1 teaspoon of rosemary, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of poultry seasoning, and then you're supposed to use 1.5 teaspoons of salt, which I'm not going to do, and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. This is the soy sauce that we use. It's 50% less sodium. So 2 tablespoons is going to have 980 milligrams of sodium. So it's about 1,000 milligrams of sodium just from the stinking soy sauce. So this is supposed to be divided up into, let's just say you divide it up into 5 meals. It's supposed to be into 6, but say you divide it into 5. That's 200 milligrams of sodium per meal. That's really not that bad. That's considered low sodium. So those set of ingredients, and black pepper. So also sprinkle some black pepper in there for whatever it is that you want to taste for black pepper. It's not measured. So put all that stuff in your pot and you let it cook for, I believe it is 20 minutes. So hang on 1 second, let me go take a look. Bring to a boil, simmer uncovered for about 20 minutes until the onions are cooked and the potatoes start to soften, and then we add another set of ingredients. So let's go do that, and I'll be back to see you guys in just a minute. Alrighty guys, so it has been about 20 minutes on the stove doing a nice little simmer. The next set of ingredients are small, just a few things that you add. So you add 1/4 cup of millet, which I actually, this is the millet that I have, also from an Indian grocery store. It's just like 5 different types of millet that are mixed together, and that's all that I have left anyway. So you only need 1/4 cup, so that'll be plenty. That should be fine. So that's what I'm going to put in there, rather, and then you're supposed to put in 1/4 of a, go ahead. Okay. My husband's cleaning a pan, so he's trying not to be noisy. So 1/4 of a cup of red wine. This is optional. And if you guys have any idea about, you're not supposed to consume alcohol. The World Health Organization says that it's a class 1 carcinogen. It causes cancer, blah, blah, blah. If you boil the alcohol off, does that still count? Do you know? I don't know. Anyways, we don't drink in our house, but I do have these. I have white and I have red for if I want to put something in a recipe. You've probably never seen me even use them because I hardly ever use them, but anyway, let me know if you know whether or not it's bad for you. And you're supposed to add a cup of some type of protein. And it says you could use cube seitan, soy curls, or 2 packages of tempeh. So I'm just going to put a couple of soy curls in there. And it also says in there, put that in there and let it cook for 20 minutes, those 3 ingredients. But if you put the soy curls in there, you may need to add more water. So just pay attention to that. It doesn't say how much more water, just pay attention. So if you need more water, put more water. However, at the end, you're supposed to add like cornstarch in to make it thicker. maybe we could just not do that step and just leave the soy curls in there. I don't know. So we're gonna go check it out, see what happens, and I'll come back with you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, so this is gonna be an awesome recipe. Like I just got done trying it and it's super yummy. A normal, typical eater, whether they're vegan or not, that normally eats stuff with sodium in it, would need to have a little bit more to this. Just a little bit more. So the whole fact that she wants you to put a teaspoon and a half of salt in it probably would take care of it. If you have the better than bouillon no beef base and you put like seriously maybe 1 or 2 teaspoons in here, that would take care of it. This is really, really, really good. Totally make this recipe. And if you're used to the low sodium thing, just the soy sauce is going to be perfect. I have been having some stuff for the past few days that have not been low sodium, so it's just barely on the verge for me in terms of whether or not this is really super awesome or whether it's it needs a little bit more flavor. However, it's got the 200 milligrams per serving, and it's probably more than 5 servings to be honest with you. But anyways, whatever, of sodium per serving, and it's perfect. It is really good. If you're used to low sodium, you totally need to make this recipe. It's really good. So the last thing that needs to be done is need to add a cup of green peas to this. So that's a cup-ish. I don't know, close enough. It's a pea. It doesn't need to be measured. So what you're supposed to do now is take 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 1/4 cup of water, and you're supposed to mix it into here. And you don't have to cook it anymore. Oh, no. You're supposed to continue cooking until it thickens. Yes. But I put the soy curls in there, so I don't need to do that. And it's going to continue to thicken with the soy curls in here. So I'm hoping that there's going to be any liquid left. To be honest with you, there may not be. So this is beautiful though. This is super exciting. It's super hot. So I'm gonna bring the phone down for you guys to take a peek at it. It's really pretty. It looks like beef stew. Isn't that awesome? So I am very excited about this. So part of the problem with the last few days in terms of eating stuff that has had sodium in it, even the small amount that I have had, it makes me hungrier, to be honest with you. I'm pretty darn sure. So I'm going to take 2 bowls of soup with me, and I'm going to take, hang on, I'm going to take this for a snack. So we still have a baggie left over from our trip, so I'm going to take that with me. I had 1 bag on Sunday morning when I was driving. I forgot to tell you guys about that. So I'm going to take the puff sorghum. There's no sodium in that whatsoever. It's really, really good. I'm going to take 2 bowls of stew, and I'm just going to put that in my containers to go. It says to serve this with warm, fresh bread. Yeah, that's not happening. So yeah, I'm really excited about this recipe. Really would recommend you try this. I've made it. Obviously, fish out your bay leaves, find them in here and take them out. You don't want to eat those. I don't think you want to eat those, so don't eat those. Anyways, so I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna go get ready for work. And I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will talk to you again in the morning. Hello everyone. So I just got done. I was doing my confidence interval machine. I haven't worked out in like a week and a half, which is horrible. So my husband and I decided we would start up again today, but with the boys going to school now and stuff, I don't know, with me working, it might be kind of weird. I'm not sure. So anyways, so I did that. He's out and about doing stuff, dropping off the boys and going to Target and stuff. So did that, and I was cleaning up my face and realized I hadn't chatted with you guys yet. So the beefless stew. I have tried several different recipes for beefless stew, and this, I have to say, probably by far is one of the best. So it really, really was good. I would highly suggest you try it. And like I said, if you're okay with some salt, put in some of the beef better than bouillon. I think it would take it just totally to the next level and make it just amazing. But if you're used to being salt-free, the combination of the spices and stuff were really good. Like, really, really good. You really don't miss much of the sodium. And it does have some, like it's got some from the low sodium soy sauce that I used. But yeah, it was fantastic. Super delicious. Highly would recommend it. I did not eat my puffed sorghum at work. I did eat both bowls of soup, although I didn't finish the second one. I mostly ate it, but I just didn't finish it. And then I came home, and I haven't been feeling the greatest, so I'm just not really interested in eating right now. I'm just going to go ahead and go to bed because, yeah, I don't feel like it. So anyways, that's it for me for today. I hope you guys had a fabulous day, and I've got a couple more recipes in mind for things that I want to make quick before this challenge just ends up being over with, because it's coming down to the wire here. But yeah, I will talk to you guys again. Let's see. I have to work again tonight. So I'll talk to you guys again tonight for tomorrow. Bye, guys.